Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ATR's War, Bedlam Media's premier wrestling podcast covering AEW to WWE. I am Sam the SLB, fearless leader of Bedlam Media and co-host of ATR's War, ATR Rising Sun. And alongside me today is the man behind X, Wrestling's Voice of Reason, Scott.
People should just start calling me the Notre Dame of pro wrestling because I called this shit that happened on Elimination Chamber. My name is Scott. We got lots to talk about tonight.
That we do. As well as the third man, the man in black, my co-host from ATR Rising Sun, Ethan.
Yes, it's me. By the way, Scott, no, you're the Simpsons of this group.
I mean, that's very valid too. I'll take it.
Yes, I'm the Japan champion. There's my fourth co-host right there. One of them, the puffers, right there. Yeah, UK company. Anyway, yeah, let's just move on because I totally blanked while I was talking about it.
That's perfectly fine, guys. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Join our Discord, which is in the link below. Usually, what I've said since we kind of came back full-time doing this is I don't want these Monday shows to be reviews of the pay-per-views. We want to make sure that those are getting their own time. That Monday is we'll talk about whatever else is going on, whatever else we want to talk about. However, I think, and especially because I'm going on vacation, time is limited, folks. I feel like this is something we could not put on just a post-show.
No. So
quickly, Ethan, I'll put you in charge of this quickly. You want to run down the results from Elimination Chamber up in Toronto.
Fuck yeah.
The biggest card I've ever seen in my life. A whopping 4 matches.
By the way, 3 Ethan picks.
Nice.
Wow.
Hold on, let me clean them up. I wasn't ready. I literally bolted. I ate dinner and then bolted up here. Oh shit, buddy! Stop clawing the door. Thank you. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Like, you're not going fast enough, Ethan. Come on. Oh, does that making noises? Stop scratching and shit.
That's my 10-year-old.
Ah,
the old man. Yeah.
Help me.
Hurry up. So, Women's World Title Chamber. Bianca Belair defeat Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Liv Morgan, Naomi, and Roxanne Perez at 29 minutes and 15 seconds. That did not feel like 29 minutes.
No, it did not.
Am I doing ratings for each match, or am I waiting to overall?
Give them as you go, because we're not going to spend too much time on the card itself.
All right, 10 out of 10 for this match.
Yep.
Best Women's Chambers match since the very first one.
Absolutely.
Tiffany Stratton, the Women's Champion, and Trish Stratus. Defeating Women's Speed Champion. Cancer, right? And Nia Jax, 11-41's prettiest moves ever on Nia Jax. 6 out of 10. It was a good match, but probably, if I had to choose my least favorite, I'd probably say this is the one.
I would say so, yeah.
Yep.
Unsanctioned, Kevin Owens v. Sami Zayn at 27 minutes and 35 seconds. Again, did not feel like 27 minutes. 12 out of 10. I broke my scale.
Nice.
First time this year.
That's right. That's right.
No, sorry, second time this year. Main event. John Cena, we'll get to him in a second. Defeating CM Punk, who he last eliminated, by the way.
Yep.
Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, piece of shit Logan Paul, and Seth Rollins at 32 minutes and 36 seconds. Really enjoyable, 8 out of 10. And The Rock, Cody Soul. I don't rate segments, but this one I have to. I broke my rule. 12 out of 10.
So good.
I'm going to go let my old man talk. You two talk for a second. I'll be right back.
All right. So, I do want to bring up because because I was thinking about this because we always talk about, especially with AEW with the larger cards, that there's a lot of fluff in these pay-per-views, and I'm like, oh, why are we doing all this fluff? And you know what? I think I understand now. And I'll make this quick. One of the things I noticed was that the crowd was there almost in every single match.
Yep.
Because, when we were talking 9, 12, 15 matches, back to back, the crowd doesn't get to breathe. There's enough time in between these where the crowd was involved in every single one of these, which makes us feel like, and Ethan, I think we all agree here. This is going to be contender for pay-per-view of the year.
Oh, yeah.
We're in March.
Right.
But I do appreciate, even though they do put a lot in between the matches with ads and whatnot, it feels like, oh, why is this here? I just want to see wrestling.
Yep.
It does allow for the crowd to really just revamp going into the follow-up match. So let's talk about a Mr. John Cena. John Cena.
Hey, Cena was in the crowd, so John China.
Yeah, that's right. John Cena. Yeah.
Man, we are in the year 2025, folks.
Mhm.
We've been screaming from the hilltops. Me only since 2016. Some others longer who didn't go through their breaks in wrestling that I have done.
It was you.
John Cena turn. And even after, I think at this point, we all know what we're talking about here. If you have not watched this, you probably are under a rock.
Right.
Under
And not
the
the
rock.
rock.
Or you're Vince Russo and you revolutionized wrestling and you don't watch the product.
Right.
I only get to say that because he blocked us. Now.
Good.
Man.
Fuck Vince Russo.
What initial thoughts? Let's initial thoughts. I never thought this was going to happen. Even with Scott's prediction, I'm like, yeah, it won't happen. He's on his retirement tour. You're not going to do this on his retirement tour. Nobody ever does.
Yep. I have to say that Bray Wyatt called this years ago.
Yes.
And like, I will never forget that. I don't even want to call it a match. Like the cinema of watching that during COVID, and just I got everything like teased to me like, that I wanted. Like I wanted a heel turn from John Cena. I wanted all this shit, and Bray just like called it out. And it's just like, oh, I want this to happen one day. It never will, but whatever. So when things kind of like started to unfold going into Elimination Chamber, and we did our pick show, I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to say it because I've had not the best luck when it comes to, doing these pick shows when it comes to like guessing random things like that. So I said, Cena's going to win. He's going to go to Mania, but he's going to turn on Cody and join The Rock. And I remember seeing both your faces. You're like, oh, no, it's not going to happen. And I'm just like, just this is like a hope and a prayer. Like I'm throwing a Hail Mary, hoping that to God this is going to happen because
throw shit on the wall. Throw shit on the wall.
If this is going to happen, now's the perfect time for it to happen. And I was talking with Sam before we started this, and like going into the show, there was like a non-0% chance that Cena would turn. Going through the Elimination Chamber match itself, the thing that kind of ticked it up a little bit more was after Seth Rollins curb stomped Punk, Cena immediately went and dropped the STF on Punk. I'm like, that's not normal Cena. Cena would be like, oh my God, what happened? But he was just like, bitch, this is my opportunity. Let's go. Cena, and then Punk passes out. Cena wins. And I'm like, oh my God, they're actually doing Cena versus Cody at Mania. Oh, that's kind of cool. And I remember I talked about this before on one of our podcasts and said, oh yeah, he's going to challenge for his 17th title, but he's not going to win because I don't think he needs it because fine, he's tied with Flair. It is what it is. But he's Cena celebrating in the ring. Cody then comes out and I'm just like, okay, that's cool. They're going to have a moment before the show ends. And I know Rock still has to come out too. Then Rock's music hits. He comes out with Travis Scott, which at first I was like, why is Travis there? But after watching the post press conference, it makes sense now. So those two get to the ring and we have the segment. Cody, needs to give his soul to the Rock or his soul's going to die or everything's going to die again. The belt also with Dusty's death date on was like, God, like, why would you do this? Number one, it's just whatever. But Cody telling Rock to go F himself, and Peacock and Netflix and even WWE when they're posting it on socials, not beeping it out.
Yeah.
The greatest thing ever. And then I watched the Raw on Monday and they beep it. I was like, why? Just let it happen at this whatever. So that happens. And Rock kind of like he seems to be a little shell shocked by it, steps back. Cena's all like freaking out on the side. That was another giveaway for me. That Cena remained in the ring when Rock came out there. I'm like, all right, that possibility now has ticked up yet again. And then after Cody says his thing to Rock, Cena comes in, gives him the dab, and they're hugging. And I'm just like, wow. I said, okay. I said, this is it. I said, this is do or die, folks. And then he looks up at Rock. Rock does the, and then Cena's face just goes like, it's like he activated the Winter Soldier, for God's sakes. And just the break, Cena's like, hey, bam, right to the nuts. And I'm just like, I'm mad at myself for not doing live reactions to the show, but at the same time, I'm very happy that I was able to watch it and not have to focus on talking to other people. Like, this is one of those moments in wrestling as a fan. If you've watched for his entire career, outside of the Doctor of Thugonomics stuff, this is what most mature wrestling fans have waited for almost 20 years. And now it's happening. And I'm literally getting chills now. I'll be like The Rock and just tap my arm. But Christ, like, I can't wait to see what happens next. We got 6 weeks until WrestleMania. There's plenty of time for him to come out. I know I'm hogging all this, but like, I need to get this off my chest. Cena did an interview with Chris Van Vliet talking about when he first was supposed to turn heel back in 2012 when him and The Rock were feuding. Cena had an entire heel everything ready to go. He had gear. He had recorded a brand new theme song. He was going to be everything anti-hustle, loyalty, and respect. And the fact that we now get a chance to see that, he's probably going to re-record his thing, which is fine. It doesn't matter. It's not Def Leppard. Get the fuck out of here. Or Death Label, whatever the hell they're called, because they're stupid and they suck. It's going to be Cena that makes this music. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be everything anti him, and I can't wait. The crowd's going to boo now, but by Mania, he's going to be the babyface because the crowd will embrace it. I can guarantee it because that's how this shit works nowadays. Cody's going to be the heel. We're probably going to get Homelander versus Peacemaker. And it's going to be amazing. And I cannot freaking wait. I'll stop talking now.
Now, Total Divas, John Cena. Come on. By the way, it's hardcore champion Travis Scott.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. That's right. I forgot. WWE hardcore champion. Yeah. With the goddamn broken up belt. Well, I'm kind of jealous he has that. So like, goddamn it, I'd love to have a hardcore title.
I know, right? So yes, Scott did win the list, but on a technicality, because he did say Cena and I said Drew. But if we're just saying no for Cody, then technically me and Scott would have tied.
Well, no, because I had gotten because Cena won the Elimination Chamber, and I was the only one that picked Cena to win.
Disregard.
I did win clean.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, I forgot you picked Cena for the chamber. My bad. Anyway,
Yep.
there's holy shit,
bro.
But also to go back to the Rumble Post show, he said best for business.
Yep.
He would do anything. Did
Yep.
he catch Cody in the Little Nightmares?
Yep.
But I'm so glad they didn't censor fuck. That was awesome.
That was great.
I popped. Everybody's like, well, you know the IWC. Oh, Christian did it first. They were like, yeah, and then Cody's like, wow, they didn't censor. It's like, shut the fuck up, you bums. And by the way, I like how Rock on the Post show called Denise says Lisa.
I know, and she ran with it. Which is great.
He's like, Denise, too much tequila. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Rock. Apparently Cody got injured with a black eye because Travis got legit bitch slapped or punched with it.
Jesus, I know. Yeah. He busted his eardrum, I saw, and he had the black eye. And I'm just like, I understand Travis hitting him because he's the bad guy with this group. He's the Dennis, he's the new age Dennis Rodman.
Yep.
Of this group. Whatever they're gonna call themselves, if they
Break a Wish Foundation. I see somebody wrote.
That was another thing. I was going to mention that, and I completely forgot until you just said that. WWE apparently is putting in a trademark that's saying "Break a Wish."
Oh no!
So, yup, I can't wait. Holy shit!
All those F them kids memes start popping up after that. It's crazy. Like over 20 years of a baby face, and now he's like, F it.
Yep.
I had to watch it late because, well, I told these I was out on hockey, and I saw a fight there, which I'm very proud to. These two now, Yeah. Anyway, and then next thing I know, Scott's like, "Oh my god, it happened!" I'm like, "Wait! I got home just in time for the end of the men's chamber, and by Ron Stone Punk, die."
Right?
I'm like, Jesus Christ, man!
And like, on
Legit, he's like, "Die," and he's
Yeah.
like, come here, bitch. I'm getting you. Yeah, I say pay-per-view of the year. Oh, sorry, PLE.
Whatever. It was great.
It was epic. And someone did an old JR thing. Oh, Prime JR. Like,
Oh,
oh
yeah, didn't I
my.
send that to you guys?
Yeah. The 2000-2001 Jim Ross. Holy shit. Take the Triple H hatred and put it on Cena.
Yeah.
Oh, cinema.
I was late, so I think I said I was watching it on
Monday.
Monday, and even after I saw everything about what had happened, when that end came up, I got chills. I like it just had. You're probably looking at the title of this episode and going, what does this have to do with anything that just happened in Toronto? Bash at the beach. In the 9 years that I've been consistently watching wrestling, and I don't watch as much as these two, but even still, maybe even the whole time I've watched wrestling, I don't think I've seen a heel turn like this in a long time.
I'd say since 1996.
Hulk Hogan tried to claim. Well, you know Hulk Hogan.
Oh, of course.
If you've seen it, you've seen it. I didn't even think about that. Actually, I forgot about that part where because Moshi Babyface like, "Oh no, my opponent."
Yep.
Okay, so he was like, "Fuck it."
Yep.
And
Now-
he pat Punk in the head, and Punk's like, just there, like this.
Nap time.
Now, it's not the same.
No.
It's definitely not the same. Hogan went from, and I know he probably had go away heat at this time too, but he was in WCW. People still loved him. John Cena's kind of had I almost feel like John Cena has a weird love-hate relationship with the crowd, kind of like Kurt Angle does. I think people boo Cena. Like he does have go away heat sometimes. But I feel like people say John Cena sucks the same way people say you suck to Kurt Angle.
Right. Yeah. And like by like the last like couple of years, like the most of the Cena sucks chants kind of went away. And people, I think they finally understood that this is the end of his career. And they started to appreciate him, which was great. But now they have this. Now we get to see the hatred that the people will have, and I know John's gonna bring it when it comes to promos. I cannot wait for him to absolutely destroy R-Truth, because as we all know, John Cena is R-Truth's childhood hero, even though John Cena is older than him. But whatever.
No, R-Truth's older than Cena.
That's right. Thank you. So yeah, that there's going to be a moment when that happens. It's going to be great television. The crowd will absolutely hate him for it because R-Truth is a national treasure. And just like the things that I want the George to go away forever. Well, not forever, but for now. Cena needs to be in all suits because he's a heel. He's going to wear a suit. And just, yeah, it's going to be great. I want him to obviously he's not going to be loyal. He's not going to hustle. He's not going to show up that much.
Disrespect.
Exactly. He's going to be all full of disrespect. It's going to be...
You know what
I am ready. The popcorn, when they say he's going to be on television, will be popping and will be ready to be eaten because it's going to be just absolute fucking cinema.
You know how Cena...
I'll wait it.
You know how Cena's going to retire the jorts? Now he's got to upgrade the jeans.
Right? He'll wrestle in full jeans or like suits. Oh my God, it's going to be great. Of course, you also can look forward to like down the end of the line in December when eventually he'll have his redemption arc and he'll leave the hero because that's just what's going to end up happening. I kind of wish it would roll into next Mania, but then again, Cena could have lied to us all, and his is not. And this is no longer a retirement tour.
The Mark
Especially
Henry
if-
swerve.
especially if he wins the title at Mania. You got The Rock backing you up. That means you got everything backing you up. Cena could have an epic title reign for his 17th. I don't know. We'll see how things kind of go. And then if he does win the title at Mania, which at this point I'm pretty sure the betting odds are saying he's gonna, we'll see how long he holds on to that title. It's gonna be a ride. And I am all for it. I love long-term storytelling, and this has been one of the best things that they've done in quite a long time.
Cinema.
Yes.
It's
All
fun.
of
I don't get shocked much in wrestling anymore, but that shocked the hell out of me.
Yeah, I am still. I'm going to ask because I did not watch. Did he address this on Raw, or is he going to be addressing this on SmackDown?
Who? Cena?
Cena.
He did not show up on Raw. I don't even expect him honestly to show up on SmackDown. I expect Cody to, and he'll have probably something to say. But I don't think we'll see Cena for a while.
His
honestly.
next appearance is the St. Patrick's Day episode Raw.
It is the 17th. Okay, because I
That's a
saw a
week
meme.
from this recording.
So I saw a meme today talking about when he turned. I think he turned face March 17th of like 2000 and like
Oh, that's what it's my time is now.
3.
Date.
Oh, that's what it was. So, and now he's going to probably have a brand new theme, his heel theme on this episode of Raw. So if he's going to be on Raw, that's great. I'm very excited to see him on Netflix. Oh my God. Yep. Folks, I understand that people are still being tribal when it comes to wrestling, but my God, WWE has been putting out some of the best shit, like all of it, like even NXT. Just when we talked about that in our last episode, which you should go back and listen to, it's so good right now. It's so good.
Okay, I feel like pissing off some fans. WWE is better than AEW right
Oh,
now.
don't say that. What are you doing? You're gonna get the IWC all in a tizzy.
No, we don't have to do that. They do that on their own.
I mean, that's true. That's a valid point.
Fuck it. It's pissed off Monday. Let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually in shock. I have a lot of. Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super invested right now in what has just happened. I have not watched Raw, as of the time of this recording. I'm getting ready to go on vacation. So
watch it tonight. CM Punk and Rollins had a 1 hour fist fight.
Bro.
I jumped when I said that, and literally like the next scene, literally I was like, oh.
They're still going.
Yeah.
Honestly, Sam, if you want to watch Raw, watch the first maybe the first hour and then watch the last match. Like that was like, I mean, the whole show was pretty decent, but like those two things were the reason to watch that show last night.
Yeah. I'm imagining World Raiders and Creed Brothers.
Yes, that was really good too. Yes.
Julius Creed, holy shit, that shooting star press. That's how I'm gonna say.
Yep.
With the Kidman reference.
I was like prime Billy Kidman. Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
like,
I think Raw was maybe 2.5 hours. That's their sweet spot now.
Little over, I think it was. It was like 2:35, I think, at the very most.
But that's their sweet spot. That actually is really good for the show. Like, it doesn't need to be like I'm ready for SmackDown to go back to 2 hours. 2.5. 2.5 is good for Raw. I really, really do enjoy it.
All right, let's start with the second and third biggest returns of the shows. Jay Cargill and Randy Orton.
Bro. That first moment, like I heard the storm and I'm just like, is that Jade? Like, what's going on? And then she runs down to the ring and my heart is like, please attack Naomi. Please. Like, let's make this interesting. And then she does and absolutely beats the ever-living shit out of her. Bianca losing her absolute mind in the cage was just the cherry on top. It was just, it was great. The thing that really kind of made me go, obviously Bianca wins the women's Elimination Chamber, now going on for the championship. In her post-show interview, I've never seen somebody so guilty in my life.
I know where you're going with this.
And it's just like they both attacked her. It has to be. And of course, they're talking about Jade's returning on SmackDown come Friday. So I'm like, oh, well, I guess Friday is must-watch television to see what happens with that. But dear God, what a return. Absolutely annihilating Naomi. She couldn't even compete in the match. Slamming the cell, like the chamber door onto her was like, okay, she's dead. Just leave her alone. Just keep going.
It was a fatal 5-way match, basically.
Pretty much at that point, yeah. Like, sorry, Naomi, you were kind of a wasted spot just to get absolutely destroyed.
In a way, I was surprised Jay didn't be like pull an edge Kofi Kingston moment.
Oh yeah, just take the spot. Yeah, I mean that would have been pretty cool.
I'm a little surprised that didn't happen, but again, I understand why it didn't happen. So I'll give some quick stats. So Bianca, first woman to win Chamber twice.
Mm-hmm.
Liv Morgan's a 2-time runner-up back to back in the Women's Chamber. Speaking of Liv Morgan, MVP of the Women's Chamber.
Yep. Even Triple H said it afterwards that how
the bruises on her. Holy
bro, crap. Yeah, and the whip that happened.
My stomach hurt. I thought a gunshot went off. Even the people, there was a few people. I think like third or fourth row, like not like very far, like a couple rows behind. Even they're like, "What the hell was that?"
Yeah, it was insane how loud it was.
I was like, even Mike Cole, I think he said something like, I forgot what he said.
You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of a Pentagon Junior chop from Lucha Underground. There's your Lucha Underground moment of the night.
You know what, Shaq? You had in that box? The gift of the gods title.
Oh my God. Don't tease me like that.
Sorry, I had to bring that up. I don't work in, but I figured Chamber talk. I'll just keep going. So Cena tied Triple H by with the most Chamber wins of 4.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it was a good Chamber show. Honestly, Sammy and Kevin was my match of the night.
Yeah, that was.
I was close to Randy Orton. I said Sammy was gonna win with the help of Orton.
I mean, that's true.
And he came after the match. I was like, damn it.
It's hilarious that Randy Orton now, for the second time, has been the second biggest surprise return.
Yeah. It's like, what the hell? Get out of my fucking moment. That's what he told.
I know. And then we almost get a punt, which we haven't seen in God knows how long. And obviously now this is going to probably set up something for Mania between the two of them. Sammy's going to be, I don't know, dead for the next God knows how long, and probably until Mania, which is fine. But dear God, like this whole show from top to bottom was just stellar. And just, yeah, I can't say enough good things about it. And it made me very, very happy to be a WWE fan and just a wrestling fan in general, because the swerves, everything, and just it's good.
12 out of 10 overrated score.
I believe it.
Yeah, this was something that they're really trying to make magic here.
The Mania card looks pretty good, because we already got our 4 confirmed. They're all world title matches.
Yep.
If I had to guess the rest of it, just we'll just fantasy book for a second. We'll probably get McIntyre and Priest.
Yep.
I'm just gonna say multi. If I had to pick a multi-man match, I could see for the Intercontinental title.
Probably. Maybe even throw the US in there. Probably the women's US too.
Excuse me.
All titles should be on the line at Mania, but that's just me.
The WWE tag title match, I could see being a multi-team ladder match or TLC.
Probably.
Screw it. Why not? Let's just do that. Solo and Jacob. I can see it happening.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be fun.
Roman, Punk, and Seth is probably happening. Triple threat.
Okay.
Let's be honest. I was surprised. Spoilers, Sam. They're doing Punk and Rollins March 10th at the Garden
in a steel cage match.
No
Well,
contest.
I think you really want to sell some tickets to the Garden. I mean, they're pretty much selling really well, but you got to make the Garden special.
Oh,
It is Madison
absolutely.
Square Garden.
If Dominic and Finn are not in the Intercontinental match, I could see them facing off against each other.
True.
So I did see that, was it Triple H? Who said that the women are going to be... There's a chance that the women might main event one night.
It wouldn't surprise me if it was Triple H that said that.
I honestly, I'm all for the women main event, but this year I just can't see it, to be honest with you.
Fair enough.
You think, and I'm only asking because, some people are going to be like, oh, we should have, I know NXT. NXT is really good at having, there's some solid women's cards or matches on NXT. Even hell, I'll give, if you're not watching AEW, I'll tell you right now, the main event at Grand Slam, Toni Storm and Mariah May. I mean, when you talk about match, more excited for that than by the time this has been recorded, this drops, Revolution will have happened, and that would have been a banger main event there for Revolution. I know we got Copen, Moxley,
unfortunately,
but yeah, who would? Okay, I'm spending more time on this than I should. Who would be? What would be? Which of the women's matches would what would be the two women's main events or the two women's title matches? That's the word I'm looking for.
Well, there's one that's Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair.
Yep.
For the WWE Women's Championship, and then there's the other one that right now is set in stone, but I don't believe it's actually set in stone. I think there's more things that will be happening before then, and if you're gonna watch Raw, I'd rather not spoil it for you. Because it was good.
No, if you want to drop, I mean, by the time this drops, I mean, we're looking at a week after.
Yeah, that's true. So Io Sky upset Rhea Ripley to win the Women's World Championship. And I say upset, but it really was Rhea beat herself because she paid too much attention to Bianca Belair being at ringside, and it cost her. I love the fact that they hammered this in all night that Rhea has never beaten Io Sky in a one-on-one matchup. And now the fact that continues is fantastic because Rhea's been unstoppable, but yet there's always someone who's better. So Io has her number. I fully expect Rhea to find her way into this title match, and I expect that women's title match to be a triple threat.
I can see it. Actually, I'm glad you brought that. But, I mean, technically, I'm going to defend Rhea a little bit. She should have won by DQ because Bianca literally pushed her.
Correct.
Ref was watching her.
Yep.
Literally, I know it's referee's discretion.
Right.
But technically, that should have been a DQ because I know Ripley started Bianca's defend herself. I get that.
Right.
But I mean, it protects her too, right? Because like Scott said, like she was arguing with her. Bianca's like, I'm just watching.
Yep.
And then she was going to go for the Riptide or something. And
I do like the fact that Jessica Carr, the referee, was like, this is not now. This is for the title. Get your ass back in the ring. Like, she took charge of that whole situation outside. And I'm sitting there watching this go, let's fucking go, Jessica Carr. All right. Good. You got a backbone on you. I like it.
One of the best refs in WWE, honestly.
Absolutely. Also, a little tidbit of information. Apparently, she is now wrestling once again under a mask, and she's going to be on the new Evolve show.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, I don't remember the name that they gave her because it's been a week and I can't
remember. I know what it is.
I think it starts with an M, but it's like it's clearly a luchadora name, and it worked. Like I'm that's amazing. I love the fact that while she's reffing, she's going to be wrestling again as well. So that's really cool. I like that they're doing that for her. So,
but yeah, Rhea's got a case though because she could be like technically I won by DQ and then, but she didn't screw herself.
So let's throw some hype because I know some people in the IWC they're all clearly Cody and John Cena is not getting kicked.
No.
That's closing night 2.
That's night
Absolutely.
2.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
nothing that tops what's going on there.
No.
So I could see the argument that maybe Jay and Gunther might be pushed back, but even still, that's like
That could be it. Oh, that could be the opening match of night 1, to be
that
honest.
could
Like,
be.
I mean, honestly, like the hype for that is good, but at the same time, it's like we've seen this song and dance already. So
Yes.
it doesn't have the same shine as Cena and Cody does.
Yeah, absolutely.
What I think might be the closer of night 1 and technically a main event, it could be the Roman, Seth, and Punk match.
Yeah.
That will give Punk his main event, even though it's not for a title, but he'll get his WrestleMania main event. And I think because of the pure hatred between Rollins and Punk, I expect there to be some shenanigans next, on Raw when they have this steel cage match. I don't expect that to be a finish of anything, even though Adam Pearce wants it to be that way.
Maybe
It's not
like
going to happen.
double pin or like a double escape, or they bump.
Something.
But going off of that, Scott, if that's the case, now imagine now you have Punk for a full year being like, well, yeah, you main evented, but it wasn't for a title.
Correct. It gives
No,
him more
does it really
motivation to
matter?
keep going.
So now you can push the momentum because Cody, we're going into year 2
Correct.
for whatever they're gonna do, or maybe we don't hit year 2 for Cody. Maybe this is it. Maybe they do a full year and Cena gets the belt, whatnot. When did Cena say he's done?
December 31st of
It is December
2025.
31st. Yeah, because I was gonna say if he said this was his last year, could you imagine if Cena has the belt for the next year, and then it's like nobody can take him down. He's a heel.
Yep.
But you have somebody else over here who still hasn't had his main event to win the title. And he wins the Rumble. I mean, that's a good play for CM Punk there.
We had the moment during the Elimination Chamber between Punk and Cena, which was great. I love that so much. Like the whole "I miss you" thing, like they said in the ring before they started fighting, the hug. And it's just like, you got the nostalgia. It was great. And then they beat the shit out of one another because that's obviously what they're supposed to do. But yeah, I can definitely see that. I also, at this point, if Cena is if they're going to pull the trigger on Cena and give him number 17, I don't think he retires at the end of December because he's a heel. Why the hell would why would he honor anything he said before he turned?
Yeah, exactly. So at that point, again, you could even have he lose the title next Mania. And then, you know what? Yep, this is going to be it.
Right.
Okay. If he wins, do you think they'll upgrade the WWE title to the spinner belt or something?
I hope to God they change that goddamn piss title and get it the fuck away from my eyes. It's the worst thing that they've developed in such a long time. I'm tired of the Billboard titles. Give me something good. Give me something that's like Smoking Skull or the Rock title. Give me something that good. It needs to happen. Like, give me a Cena version of the Winged Eagle title and just let him shove that in everybody's face for the next year. I need that to happen because that title, honestly, should have died when Roman lost it because that was his title. That was his 1,000-day title that they gave him. It should have died then. I loved the fact that they brought back the Winged Eagle title and KO stole it and ran with that for a few months or a month, whatever. That was great. I love that. But get rid of that godforsaken title. I hate it so much. It's so stupid.
It's the PP title.
It's so bad. It's so bad. It's golden. No, it looks like piss. Stop it.
It's piss.
It's the worst.
I can see them doing like a simple, like I can see Rock being like the board of directors Rock. Like it's gonna be like WrestleMania said. Let's just replay WrestleMania 17. Please do the glass shatter.
I mean,
we didn't get it last year.
Austin said he was supposed to be there, at 41 to help Cody. And I mean, we might end up having a Bloodline Rules match, which, I think that would be fun. I can see, part of me can see Roman helping Cody even because of their previous respect to for everything. There's also the favor hiding in the background.
his favor in the bag. Punk cashes in.
Exactly. So we don't know when that's going to happen. Might happen at Mania. Maybe Roman lays down for Punk.
So
I don't know. There's so many variables going into Mania, and there's still 6 weeks to go.
it's one of the most exciting times of the year. No, the only one I was thinking, I just want to kind of summarize what I was, going back to my
All right,
other.
we went way off on that one. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. I mean, we're getting into Mania season. And I know Matt, I know you're listening to this. Azzy, as they call him over in Ashley's friend group, he sent me his Elimination Chamber things, and I still have to listen to it because he's like, I feel like there's so much that can happen here to going into Mania, so many different things, and I want to definitely get his feed. We'll have to do this. We'll have to get his feedback, and maybe in the future we can get other people's feedback and kind of use those as talking points for ourselves. I think it'd be a good thing. What do other people think? And then we talk about it. But regardless, what I was getting at here is the only other thing the only women's match, I guess, at this point, it sounds like if Charlotte won the Royal Rumble, so that makes sense. So they might push her into the main event. Because you know what? I think, Ethan, were you and I talking about the Royal Rumble?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like, I know a lot of people love Charlotte, and I'm just like, meh.
Yeah.
A
lot of people feel that way.
And I don't hate Charlotte. Don't get me wrong. It's kind of like, and I know the boys that know the ropes. I think it's Sam. He's a big Randy Orton fan. Randy Orton, I feel like the same way. Like, I don't dislike Randy Orton. I just don't get the tickle in the back of my throat when I hear his song. I'm just like, everyone's like, yeah, it's Randy. And I'm like, no, it's Randy.
Yeah, it's Randy. Yeah.
Hey, it's Randy.
What I call
if it was his old theme, I'd feel a little more excited about it. But his voice theme to me is just like, oh, okay, it's Randy. Cool.
But that's the thing. I think they would push Charlotte. I don't know why Charlotte has the pull she does. It's like anytime. That's the only one I could think of.
It's her last name.
Yeah, that's the only one I could think of. But, I mean, you know what, Scott? At this point, you're the Nostradamus of professional wrestling. So you seem to be booking things better than veterans of 30-plus years.
This is my time to turn things up. God damn it, Ethan. I mean, honestly, like whatever we've done, like the picks and shit, like this second half of the year for me has always been.
It's always the second half of the season.
I don't know why, but it just like my picks are just like they just turn on and they just go.
It's after Christmas break.
I mean, the fact that Ethan still has a 7-point lead right now, and I think we have like 4 or 5 shows left. There's still a possibility that if I continue on my hot streak, that I can still catch up. And Sam, you're not out of it either, so there's still time.
I think this is the closest we've been in a while.
It's yep.
2 more things before we go. I can see Cena. I see someone I think they were kidding around. They said Cena should bring back the FU name.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. No more AA. There's no attitude adjustments. It's the fuck you. And yeah. Absolutely.
Second thing for Seam, someone said they should bring back. I wouldn't bring back the Dr. Thugonomics one.
No, he's moved beyond that. This needs to be a new heel theme.
Bad man. I see somebody suggested.
That was actually pretty funny. I've seen a few videos on that. That would be fun. But again, I feel like that's beyond him now. Like he's serious. He's not gangster rapper Cena. He's something completely else.
Trap rappers. Yeah.
Fucking Judas by Fosse.
God, if he turns into the Jericho of the WWE, I don't. Oh God.
Hi guys, fuck you.
Cena comes out on freaking oh my God on St. Patrick's Day and goes, "I'm the learning tree. Let's just shoot me now."
Stu, run, buddy, hide.
No, I know what's gonna happen with Stu. Watch Stu turn heel.
Ready, pal? Boom!
Right? Oh my God! He's out there just videotaping. His opponent gets tossed into this thing. Stu smacks him with the camera.
Stu, what the?
I can see it. It won't happen, but I can see it. That'd be hilarious.
Fuck it! I want that. If that happens, I will give Scott a point.
Yes. I heard it here, folks.
I will give Scott uno point if Stu ever gets involved. Don't matter if he even trips somebody. By the way, R-Truth said it's AI. I died.
I know.
They,
Yep. I also particularly loved the callback to Daniel Bryan with the necktie choke. I don't know if you guys caught that.
I did cut. He didn't get fired.
No, right, exactly. I love that. I don't think it was intentional, but if it was, then that was a nice Easter egg.
No, well, I think we've had a. I think we're feeling good about this Mania, guys.
Yes, sir.
Feeling good. But before we wrap it up, Ethan, tell people where people can find you at.
On the internet, not shocking. You can follow me on Twitter as wrestling_fan_9. You follow me on pwmania.com, bodyslam.net, the pro wrestling blogger.net, where I review anything under the sun. You can follow me on ATR. I start posting Japanese results, guys.
I saw that. I was like, yes, he's back.
The Japan champion's back, baby. And then follow me on Above the Ring. Scott, you're doing Mr. 10-pointer.
Yeah, I'm coming. Like MVP. Yeah, you can find me pretty much everywhere as Scotty J Stream. Just a reminder, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be bringing back my Catch a View from Above the Ring interview series. I'm going to have my friend Alex on the show. We're going to talk lots of wrestling. It's going to be a lot of fun to do. I'm glad I was able to resurrect that, and we'll see if we can continue to push that forward. And at some point, I'm sure we're probably going to do more streaming, more live reactions. Don't know when the next show will happen, but at some point it will. I know with Easter being on WrestleMania Night 2, that might be a little bit of an interesting thing. We'll see what happens. But before that, we'll see.
And you can find me as the SLB official. I also cover the Bedlam Media X account at media_Bedlam. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Make sure you follow us and subscribe on YouTube. We are on all streaming platforms. If there's some way you cannot find us on, please let us know. We'll put ourselves on there on your streaming platform. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell people why Bedlam Media and Above the Ring is a podcast of your choosing, why they shall listen to us as well. Guys, once again, thank you so much for listening. This has been our Bash of the Beach Toronto 2025 episode. I need to make sure I said that out loud. We're out of time. And as always, do not forget to join the Bedlam.
Thanks, guys.